In this video, I will be covering how to email your owners. First of all, you will need to think about creating an owner statement email if you don't already have one. This is so you can attach this to the monthly owner statement that you send your owners. You can add any owner emails by going to email/letters and add. You can add your letter name in here and assign it to a category. If you don't already have this category set up, you can just click on this link to add a new one. You can compose the body of the email here using the tag icon. You can pull through owner emails tags underneath this section. You can see I have created my owner notification email here, adding my own text and then placing the tags where necessary. So I've added my logo to make it look a bit more professional. I've added the total of the booking, and it will also pull through the name of the owner's property and their details at the top there. Then if I scroll down, I can also add a default email subject, which is the subject that will read to the owners when they receive the email instead of the letter name, which is up here. So I could change this to something different and then save. You'll now see I've been brought back to the email/letters edit page. You can see here I have separated my emails into categories, guests and owners, and you can also see I have my monthly owner statement email here. Please refer to the owner payments video in the paying owners section of the accounting part of the training manual to see how to pay your owners and send them your monthly payment statement email, as this does not need to be set up automatically and will just be sent manually when paying your owners. To set up automated emails to go to your owners, go to email/letters and automated emails/SMS. You can create another separate group here for your owners to apply to your automated emails. I currently just have one for guests going to all bookings. So you just need to add new group. Then you need to decide who this will automatically apply to. You can see on the drop-down menu, I have two options for owners. If I click on this one, you can see I can allocate this specific group name to a specific owner. These are the two owners that are set up in my account. So I can choose for it just to be going to one specific owner if, for example, your letter is tailored to a specific owner. But if it's specific to all, then you can just have it set to all bookings. This all owner booking selections basically just means that it will be going to owner bookings. So when an owner actually makes their own booking. So in this case, because it is just an owner notification email, I'm going to have this set to all bookings and add group. So now I'm just going to add my letter to my group. We can see here we've got the owners separated out. So I'm going to choose my owner notification email here. So now we are in the criteria of the email. And what we want to do is perhaps untick owner bookings for this specific letter, because this is an owner notification email. So when a new booking is made, the owner will be notified. So if I untick owner bookings, that just means that it will stop the owner getting a notification when they're making their own bookings. Then you can choose your criteria. So in this case, I'm going to have for this to be sent when the booking is added. You'll also see there is an option to add the booking summary. Please note that this booking summary is referring to the guest booking summary and will only include guest totals. So because of the tags that you've used in the email, which we would recommend, the owner totals tag, we wouldn't recommend adding the booking summary, because then the owner will see the amount the guest is paying compared to what they're actually receiving. So just a small note there that this is the guest booking summary. And then here is where you decide whether you want this to be sent by email or SMS. So in this case, it's going to be email. In the schedule criteria, if you do not have a specific criteria, and this one is pretty simple, so you don't need to, then you just always set this to always send. Ensure to have no more than 4 criteria on this drop-down menu. If you have no criteria, then you can just add the always send. Then you just need to scroll down and choose the recipient. So in this case, it's just going to be sent to the owner. And then you just click update letter. So I have just set up an email to automatically be sent to the owner when a booking is made on their property. But by default in the system, there are other settings that you can set for this to go out automatically without having to set this up. So I'm going to show you the difference. You can set it up so the owner will automatically be sent an owner summary by going to the property settings. And if we scroll down, we can see here the owner has been allocated to this property. You'll see a tick box that allows us to copy our owner into the website booking confirmation. So this can be ticked and saved at the bottom. But there is also a second step for this to work in conjunction with. You need to go into the owner. And then if we scroll down, you can see that this setting can also be chosen for you to show the email summary type to be the customer or owner. And what this basically means is if you choose the customer one, then the owner is pretty much going to be CC'd into the booking summary email that the guest receives when they book. So again, this is going to have the customer totals rather than what the owner is actually going to receive. So then you can choose the owner totals instead if you would prefer for them to see what they're going to receive, less the commission that you are taking as the agency. And then they won't see the difference in the payment from the guest and what they're receiving. So just make sure that both of them settings are ticked to work together. And then you'll see you've also got two tick boxes here to show the customer's name and email address in the online booking email and on the booking summary. So you can choose if you do want the owner to see them, then you can do that too. So that's the two different options. You can either set it up in here to go out automatically, or you can set it up as an automated email that you set up yourself by adding your own template and specifying it more to the owner than the default of what SuperControl has created. The next part of emailing owners is sending a one-off email or perhaps monthly marketing newsletters to all owners, for example. If you go to agency email owners, you can see a plain email here. So you can add a subject in the first box and you can also change who the sender will be. So this is being defaulted from the admin general details main email address. So you can change the sender of this email address, in which the replies will bounce back to. So as long as you're making sure that this is the one that you want the replies to bounce to. And you also may attach files if you want to as well to send to the owner. Then you can go on to add your text and format it in whichever way you would like, add in photos, and again, using tags to auto-populate information, or you can also add HTML links. At the bottom, you either have the choice to send to all owners or to selected individual groups. These groups were set up in agency owner groups, just up here. So you literally just simply type your group name in here and add. So you'll see that my owners are grouped in where they are up and down the country. So you can select specific ones or you can send to all. You also have the option to send to specific property groups, which is set up in properties and property groups. So you have a few different selections on grouping emails to owners. You will see that the selection you choose will list the recipients here, and you can show the email addresses by clicking on show full list to make sure that you're happy with them going to all them email addresses. You also have two tickable options here to only email the included recipient if a password is set in their owner settings page. So this is for their owner login. or to automatically include their full owner login portal details if, again, a password has been set for them. So this would maybe be something you would do if you did want to globally update all of the passwords for all of your owners in one, because it can be quite a lengthy process if you are going to add new credentials for security reasons, say, for example, every 6 weeks for all of your owners. You'd have to do it individually unless you came into here and added like a text to say, dear owner, please see your new login details, and then you can tick to automatically include their login details. So you'd still have to go through and create their new login details, but you wouldn't need to worry about sending it individually. You could send it all in one, and it would automatically attach the login details when sending them across. So when you're happy with all of that, you can just click send. You'll then be brought to the agency and past emails page, where it will list all of your previously sent emails with the date and time and the subject. So all of your emails will be listed here for you to reference back to if you need to. So you can click into it and just see a little bit more information there. So this is just the test text that I added, but it will actually hold the body of the email in here as well. If you go to agency and check owner email addresses, you can check your owner email addresses here. All SuperControl emails are sent using a specialist third-party email service called SendGrid. Bounced email addresses are blocked by SendGrid to ensure that our IP retains a good reputation in spam lists. Running this check will allow you to check your owner email addresses to see if any of them have been bounced and remove them from the list. So you just click the check now box and it will check through all of your owner email addresses. So I currently only have 2 in the system, but if you've got a lot, it will take a little longer, and it will let you know if it's removed any from the bounced list. So then you can contact that owner to retrieve the correct email address. So that was how to email your owners. Thanks for watching.